Hi fans of high quality entertainment. You might notice my background is a little bare at the moment, but bear with me. I'm just reorganizing things. Has a song ever made you cry? And I mean this seriously, not a bad song that's made you cry, because I've had quite a few songs of that ilk that have made me cry. But I mean that have really affected you. I have 10 songs that at some point brought tears to my eyes, or I even maybe cried like a baby, or a Studmuffin. And besides the 10 songs on my list, there are 8 more songs that don't necessarily make me cry, but still affect me every time I hear them, because they're either beautiful or they just tug at the old heartstrings, I guess. And they include, even though I'm not a fan anymore, there's still some U2 songs I absolutely do love, and one of them is All I Want Is You. Bruce Springsteen, My City of Ruins. Mama Cass, Dream a Little Dream of Me. Blind Faith, Can't Find My Way Home. Klaatu, Little Neutrino. It's just the whole song, the production. If you haven't heard any of these songs, I hope you check them either on Spotify or on YouTube, because I love them, and so you should too, maybe. Lou Reed, Sad Song, which of course goes together with The Bed, but Sad Song especially affects me. Patti Smith Group's Easter, and Nilsson's The Most Beautiful World in the World. Okay, these are the top 10 songs that have brought tears to my eyes, from the least to the most, affecting me. And number 10, I've mentioned this before, is Nickelback Really Truly Did Make Me Cry, although at the time I didn't know it was Nickelback. I had just gone through a marriage breakup and I heard this song, Photograph, on the radio. And it was just a couple of weeks after the breakup, so just listening to the lyrics really affected me, and I was crying. It's hard to cry. It's hard to drive while you're crying. Did you know that? They should have little wiper blades for your eyes when you're crying. Number 9, just the vocal performance by Paul McCartney, Sir Paul McCartney. Golden Slumbers, always chills up and down my spine, and a tear or two. And even though Photograph made me cry much more than Golden Slumbers ever would, Golden Slumbers always affects me, and Photograph not as much, especially since I found out it was Nickelback. Number 8, the guitar work, the vocals, everything about this song. It's a beautiful song. Brothers in Arms by Dire Straits. Number 7, I just listened to this song again last night on headphones, and it is the greatest, as far as I'm concerned, it is the greatest song, and will always remain the greatest song of all time. The Beatles, A Day in the Life. Those two orchestra build-ups, every time, shivers, hair standing on end. Just like now, see? Number 6, some people don't like this artist for his vocals. A lot of people would consider him a bad singer, but when you listen to a song like When He Returns by Bob Dylan, of course he's got a very unique voice that some people aren't going to be able to stand, but I think it's one of the greatest vocal performances of all time. He really put so much feeling into it. And it's not that I'm a religious person or anything, but that song just very deeply affects me every time I hear it. Once again, another song that made me cry more than once, because after the marriage breakup, once again, I don't know why, but some people, including me, would play songs that would make you cry, like looking up sad songs. And definitely one of them is Nilsson's Without You. One of the greatest vocal performances of all time, and I think most people would agree with me on that one. Another U2 song. It's always really affected me, especially after my wife Nancy passed away from cancer. Even before that, though, it just really has always affected me. And it is U2's Kite, which I believe Bono wrote regarding his dad. Number 3, once again for personal reasons, R.E.M's Find the River. Number 2 would, I think, would be on most people's list. But it would be with a different artist than the one I'm picking. The song is Bridge Over Troubled Water. And as much as I love the Simon and Garfunkel version, what affects me even more is Johnny Cash's version from I think it was American Recordings number 4, When the Man Comes Around. And as much as I love Hurt on that album, Bridge Over Troubled Water is the one that really gets to me. And number 1, a song I've mentioned before, but it's not a very well-known song. It's a hidden track on a Bare Naked Ladies album. I believe it was Maroon. And I hope you do check it out on Spotify or on YouTube if there's a good sound quality-wise recording on YouTube. Hidden Sun. It's sung by their keyboardist. And that's the other thing I was going to think of doing for a future rock music vlog is some bands or artists are pegged. For instance, Bare Naked Ladies are like a good time humorous band, but they've written some really great serious songs. And Hidden Sun is a beauty. And there's one line in it that always gets to me. And well, I'll read a little bit to you. Inside ourselves, a hidden sun that burns and burns, but never does any harm to anyone. It's that line there, because I don't think most people want to do harm to others intentionally, but we all do hurt each other's feelings. So some of these songs I want played at my funeral, along with Iron Butterflies in Agata Davida. So I would love your thoughts in the comment section below on songs that have affected you, if any have. Maybe no song has made you cry, and you can mention that too. I'm gonna go and cry now. Thanks for watching.